Like many of you, I'm a Girl Scout, and I've done the Fall Product Program and the Cookie Program. I've done pretty well for myself, but to be honest, I've always wanted some questions answered that I wish I could ask a pro. No offense to my troop leader or my parents or anything, but I need someone to help me understand my game and give me an edge. So I've decided to ask a few sales professionals and successful business owners to help me, and maybe you, to be better at running your Girl Scout business. Let's do this.
My name is Marcos M. Tames Villarreal, Senior Account Executive with Telemundo 31, owned by NBC Universal. Years of experience in business and sales, I have been selling my whole life. Those who say they're not in sales, I don't understand. We're always buying and selling, so I have always been selling my whole life.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jacqueline Darna, and I'm the CEO and medical inventor of No More Nausea, No More Migraine, and No More Sleepless Nights. Kids, too.
Hello, my name is Emily McHugh, and I'm the author of The Little Girl's Guide to Entrepreneurship, What I Know Now That I Sure Wish I Knew Then. And it's based on my experiences starting my company Cassandra to design stylish laptop bags and travel accessories that I began back in 1999 with my sister Helena, like iPad cases and business card holders.
I'm Carolina Marin with Fast Signs West Orlando. I have been in sales for 15 years.
My name is Cassie Willard. I'm a Girl Scout. I'm a member of the Girl Scout board. I'm an attorney with almost 20 years of experience, and I've owned my firms for the entire time that I've been practicing. I also teach at a local university, and I'm president of the local chapter of National Association of Women Business Owners.
So how do you get ready for a sales call? Do you have a special routine?
The first thing you want to do is know your customer. You want to do your research and prepare, know who your customer is so that you can serve them best. So that's the first thing that you want to do.
Getting ready for a sales call is kind of like getting amped up for something exciting. I personally do have a routine. I spend about 5 minutes in the morning to help to clarify and really remove anything that could be potentially on my mind. What's even cooler is that I am very spiritual, and I make sure that I spend those first couple minutes centering myself with much more spiritual and motivational quotes to help me get through the day. The next thing is, it's extremely important that you actually have a to-do, or who you're going to call and what your approach is going to be. Remember, you need to know who you're selling to, even more importantly than what you're selling. And then last but not least, do a little dance, right? So before I do anything just to kind of get all the jitters out and get ready to sell these multi-million-dollar accounts, I literally dance. I dance for a few minutes, and then if the sale goes good, I dance again.
I do believe that preparation is key. My grandfather used to say, un hombre prevenido vale por dos. A man who is prepared is worth two. It's also for women. So if you're prepared for the scenario, you're worth more than most people. But you also have to do. There are those who dream and those who do. So, we need to not just be dreamers of the night, we need to be dreamers of the day. So my special routine is I like to understand the scenario. I like to understand the people I'm talking with. I want to understand my surroundings, and I want to understand myself. Once I do that, I believe it's like guitar, right? Or like an instrument. You practice and you practice and you do this, all this stuff. But there will become a moment where you just have to go and let the audience play and let the music and the emotions play for you. So my special routine is I like to just feel the energy from the ground. I do not like to be still. I want to talk. I want my enthusiasm to be transmitted. That's what sales is. You're communicating your enthusiasm about something to the person that you have. So my special routine is if I can become enthusiastic, if I can become riled up, and I can become excited, and I really am curious and want to know more, which is what the whole preparation is for, and I can become better, and I can become a better helper and solution provider when I'm there.
What kind of characteristics do you believe make a great salesperson?
Ideally, you should be listening 90% of the time and just talking for only 10%. If you gather all the information you need, you will be able to really understand what your client or your customer needs, and you will give them what they really, really need. They will love you for that.
A great salesperson must have a can-do attitude. I can, I will, and that's about it.
It's really all about knowing your customer. And to be a great salesperson, it really hinges on knowing your customer, connecting, and listening.
What are some strengths you believe younger girls have that can make them great at sales?
Well, I believe young ladies are very tenacious, very spirited. They're not jaded by failure, and that allows them to go forth and to learn about things, and just, they will find that quickest line between A, B, C, D, and E, and they're gonna get to it. So I think that enthusiasm, back again, is key. They will know about product knowledge and they'll know about things, but that tenaciousness and enthusiasm, that spirited way of doing things, don't let yourself become jaded.
I too was a Girl Scout, and I absolutely loved cookie time. For me, that was the first time I ever realized that I was really good at sales. And you know why? Because I was cute, right? Who doesn't want to buy stuff from a little cute girl? Now, whenever I got older, I was able to refine and redefine who I was from a sales perspective. But my motto always stayed true. The reason why they want to work with you and with me is because they know that I will deliver the goods that I say that I can, or the say that I have. And for example, with cookies, they have a great track record. So they're delicious, and who can say no to them? If you have a product that everyone else wants, which I have my no-mo bands, and you're able to give it to them at the best case price, and they know that they're gonna get them quickly, and make sure that you always stay inside the sales, meaning let them know a month before the cookies actually arrive, or ask them to shout you out on social media and show you just a quick little gif maybe of you receiving the boxes or having them eat the cookies and what was their first emotion whenever they ended up biting into their first bite. That's what creates an incredible salesperson, and that's something that you can do regardless of your age.
And this is a big question. How can older girls like myself compete with the cuteness of the younger Girl Scouts?
I don't think it's a question of competition, and you shouldn't look at it that way. First of all, it has nothing to do with how you look. It's about the value that you bring and the problems that you solve regardless of age. So you don't want sales to ever be tied to how you think you look or how you appear to someone else or how you appeal to them. It's more so the value that you're bringing and the problems that you solve.
Understand that there will always be somebody that has better DNA than you, that will always look better for you. It's okay. Doesn't mean you can't become the best version of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to become that. But just what they have in certain aspects of enthusiasm and with that type of spirited aspect, you have wisdom. You have experience. You have been there. You have failed, and you have learned, and you have adapted, and you've overcome. So a lot of times it doesn't really matter how you look. Obviously you want to be the best presentable way you want to, but also what you have inside. So just as young girls, as you older ladies or older girls, it's just really getting that in this world, it's about you and the person you're talking to. And if you can make that connection and you can help them out, and you're able to provide a smile to their face or a solution to their problems, that's what's going to matter. Not necessarily if someone's younger than you or cuter. Let them be cute. You be rich.
I understand that some of you guys might be thinking, well, my cute factor wears off. Girl, it never wears off. I still have my cute factor. So again, with the mindset that you go into it when it comes to sales, that you are your biggest, most prized possession, and time is too. Meaning that regardless if you're not quote unquote cute phase anymore, you can actually take it up a notch and recognize that sales is a form of business, and a very successful one at that. I always say it's about the non-salesy, meaning you have customers that are going to continuously come and purchase from you each and every time, regardless of your age, because they know that you're going to have the product, you're going to get it to them, and even more importantly, they're gonna love to watch you grow and see your sales technique as you continue to soar. From people who remember me from my very first on TV air experience all the way through now, they're always commenting on, wow, she just keeps getting better and better when it comes to sales and sales pitches and things like that. And it's true. You get better with age, and then you become more refined.
What advice would you give to girls who need to overcome people who don't want to buy anything?
If you fail, try again, and again, and again, and always with a smile. When you smile, you spread joy. You spread happiness. You make everyone's life a little better.
Rejection is not personal, and many of the reasons, there may be many reasons people don't want to buy from you, and none of them may have anything to do with you personally. So it's understanding that it is your job to give someone a reason to buy from you. Give them a reason to buy, like by asking them the questions like, do you have a birthday coming up? Do you have any gifts you need to buy? Do you have any special events? So, and what flavors do you like? Do you like mint? Do you like chocolate? Do you like peanut butter? And once you get that understanding, then you know what to offer them, what to sell to them, and that gives them a reason to say, yes, I can use what you have to sell.
So a lot of time in the world of sales, it's become glamorized as a way of overcoming objection, overcoming people, and we're taught techniques in sales and all these different things of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just understand you have to have opportunity along with wherewithal. Wherewithal is the opportunity to also have the money to buy. So you have to have the right timing and right funds. It just comes down to it. So you're not going to overcome everybody. But if you're able to hone in certain phrases and understand what that person really, really wants in that moment, sometimes you should just ask them, may I ask, why can't you buy? Is there anything I can say or do that you can buy now? Really, these little unique phrases help you slow down the conversation to understand. Now, we all go by really fast, but if you can slow down the conversation and have them draw that out, that's how you can overcome the objection, to see what really is the objection. And understand this, is it a no now? Is it a no in the future, or is it a no forever? And that's a key thing. Is it a no now? You're saying no to me now, but will you say no to me in the future, if I can figure out? And if you don't say no to me now in the future, can you say no now in the present? Or if it's a no forever, why is it a no forever? So understand that your no has different facets. Like those diamonds that you like, look at them. Just understand that that no may on the other side be a yes.
If I can give a quick example, I think one of my favorite examples, a friend of mine was walking into a store and a Girl Scout approached during cookie season and was super excited and had a box of cookies and came rushing up and said, you have to buy these. And she said, can't do it. I'm on a diet. And the first little girl turned around and went back to the cookie booth and just looked out of sorts, like, they don't want the box of cookies, hold on. And one of the other girls came over and gave the alternative to donate cookies to troops.
And finally, what's one piece of advice you could give to girls to make them better at sales?
I think one of the biggest tips I can give you is to network. Go through and make connections. Be bold, reach out, talk with people, listen and learn.
Make it an adventure. Make it fun. People say, I'm not in sales. That's not true. We're always buying and selling. That's just always it. Where are you in the equation? Well, that's the fun part. I think that we should treat it like an adventure. And when you treat it like an adventure, it makes it easier to go through things. Also, I can't teach you hunger. I can teach you how to cook. I can teach you how to use a fork and knife, but I can't teach you hunger. So you have to have hunger to become the best at your ability, the best of your profession, the best at your trade, the best of who you are. Not just, I'm just me. No, be the best version of you. Understand that there is no success in the future, doesn't have its roots in the past, being worked now in the present. That applies to you. Also with failure. There is no failure in the future, doesn't have its roots in the past, being worked now in the present. So which path will you take? The path of failure or the path of success? And that is the adventure.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this session and learned something new. I'd like to thank all of our guests for taking some time out of their days to answer our questions. And we might just do this again. Are there any questions you'd like to ask? Until next time, bye.